we're back with the win.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brandon.
I'm Elijah.
And I'm Riley.
And we are playing Halo Wars 2!
I've never played Halo Wars, but I'm going to be commanding the ship.
Yeah, Eli's going to be playing.
It just said something, and I had to press A, and now I don't know what's happening. It went black.
It went black. Eli fucked it up. It took you 15 seconds. What do you do?
I think there's a small chance the console's rebooting.
Nope.
No.
Thank you for your participation.
You're going to have to press continue.
We were given this. This is available because...
So, E3 is going on right now.
Yes.
And part of Microsoft press conference is they announced Halo Wars 2, and they did the whole thing. We're like, available now for the Halo Wars 2 beta. So we downloaded it, and we thought in this video we're going to talk about everything that's happening at E3. Not necessarily everything, but what we think is interesting at least. Eli has not even given...
I know a little bit about E3 stuff, but I haven't watched any of the press conferences.
So Eli's going to be playing. So me and Riley will be mostly talking. Eli will have his thoughts. But, so I think what we're going to do is just break it down by press conference. So first was Bethesda.
EA's was first.
EA's was first?
EA's was first.
Okay, so
I think let's start off with what happened before E3.
Yeah.
So we got
Watch Dogs 2 trailer.
Watch Dogs 2 trailer. We
Yeah.
got an Injustice 2 little teaser.
Yeah.
And then we also got a few weeks before the Battlefield 1 trailer.
Yeah.
Those all look good. No, Battlefield 1 was...
We're playing with other people?
Yep, it's
Okay.
online.
Okay.
Eli doesn't know what he's doing. He's already in an online match.
Yeah. It didn't
You're
tell
gonna
you.
get
You were
fucked.
watching basic controls and you press skip?
Yeah.
Your face, yeah.
Well,
what the fuck do you take me for?
Yeah, why would I put that in the video?
Okay.
All right. So Battlefield 1 is expected to get another Battlefield this year. What everyone was surprised at was that it's going back to World War One,
Yeah.
as opposed to Call of Duty, which is fucking in the future, 50 years from now. No one gives a shit about that anymore.
That's old.
Fuck
hat.
the future as we're playing Halo Wars.
What is it, like 2130 or whatever in this?
Injustice 2 showed a brief little teaser trailer before E3. You had The Flash, you had Superman, you had Batman, you had Aquaman, and then a new Supergirl.
Atrocitus.
Atrocitus wasn't in the teaser, but he'll be in when we discuss it later. So that was what happened before, and then Watch Dogs 2 had like a little brief premiere, showed some gameplay, and people talking about it.
So then EA had their conference day one on the Sunday.
Yes. So now EA's not.
Well, it's day zero because day one is classified as Monday.
Wouldn't it be day -0, like -1?
I think
Do you know that the number 0 exists? Like, you don't
doesn't.
Go,
But it was
0 is just a concept. 0 doesn't exist, but -1, that shit's
I get what you're saying.
-1 for EA and Bethesda's day. 0 for Sony, Xbox.
Okay, what is our child doing? He's the only one with the check mark. What the fuck?
I'm the only one that's an
He needs to
alien.
figure out what he's doing.
You must not know something. They must
So
know.
EA, if I'm not mistaken, they're not going to be on the show floor throughout the week. They're opting up to be in a separate venue, accessible to fans.
Oh right, yeah.
For the EA Play Days.
Asshole move there.
No, it's good.
Nah.
No.
EA is not a fan convention. It's only for or E3.
E3 is only for press.
Yeah.
So fans, like just normal people, can't go to it like people can go to PAX.
Yeah.
So
So it makes sense to have
EA
your
is making it accessible for the people who aren't press by having it in a separate venue. Do you understand?
No, I'm not following up.
It makes sense to me and
I'm
Riley.
building a camp.
Okay.
All right. So Battlefield 1 at the EA. It's going back to World War One. You're gonna have dogfights. You're gonna have.
We don't have to go that in depth. It just
so
showed.
much shit.
Okay, so it showed essentially some gameplay. What it was just like it showed like the Hindenburg going down or the
Yes.
the Zeppelins. It just had some like a cool like 10-minute I'd say like action set piece essentially.
And then
So Battlefield stuff essentially.
following the press conference, they had a big first streamed 64-player match. I didn't watch any of that. But a whole
barely
bunch of
watched
famous
E3
people were
stuff.
playing it. Snoop Dogg was there. He was just walking back and forth. If you look at that video.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Let's
do
stick
you
to
think-
the
do you
conference.
think that's gonna kill COD?
No.
Going back to World War One, like it should.
No.
It won't kill
It
COD.
won't kill COD.
Nothing can kill COD.
Ghost came as like the Call of Duty Ghost came close, but that was themselves killing themselves.
Kevin Spacey.
It sold better than Ghosts, I'm pretty sure.
It was a good game. I like that one.
Yeah, Infinite Warfare's pretty good.
Titanfall 2.
That was the end of the press conference, and
Whatever.
that is what I would say is the most, like, the thing that I'm most excited for sure, about the entire press conference.
Which one?
Titanfall 2.
Yes.
Titanfall 2. I love the first Titanfall. People said that it didn't have legs or whatever. I didn't care. I played for like 3-4 months, like continuously, like all the time, and so much fun.
It was a good, like, end of the day thing. You go and play it.
Kaylee loved it, so that was also good because me and Kaylee would play together.
And now the big thing is single player.
Single players, man.
So it's gonna be bringing you into a close relationship with your Titan.
Well, we don't know how that's gonna work quite yet, so that's just a little...
it's gonna be the last Guardian with your Titan.
Yeah, we'll get to that too.
Okay,
Oh
so
God, the last Guardian.
Star Wars now.
okay, I'm gonna say this is
What the
absolute
fuck?
bullshit. I'm gonna say E3 this year kind of blows.
No.
Yes.
No.
For this reason,
This
and
day blowed.
for
I don't like this whole
for
conference
Star Wars. They had like a 4-minute thing about Star Wars saying, "Oh yeah, we're kind of working on something."
They are working on something.
Yeah, exactly. They're not showing anything. They showed a pre-alpha of something that's not going to look like that at all, in the slightest.
All right, so we've got Dyson Motive, or Motive. I don't know how, I can't remember how you pronounce it. Presumably Battlefront 2.
Making
What am I
a new
doing?
Battlefront.
Yeah, so it's going to include stories and characters from The Force Awakens and other Disney Star Wars movies, whereas the first one just stuck to the original trilogy. Then you've got Visceral Games making a Star Wars game. If you don't know, Visceral Games.
I'm red.
Oh, go left then. Blue is left.
What?
But Blue's my ally, I thought. Oh.
Blue's your enemy. That's why you're placed. Okay, whatever.
But I've got an ally.
If you don't know, Visceral Games, they made Dead Space. So they're creating their own action-adventure game with original narrative, set in the Star Wars universe with all new characters that we haven't seen in any movies or any previous games. Respawn Entertainment,
Who are making Titanfall?
Or
And Eli
also-
had this thing where he doesn't understand how a developer can have multiple things going. He said that he doesn't feel like they should, because it would diminish what you're doing.
It doesn't. It's not that. It's that clearly you have multiple teams. If that's the case,
Yeah.
And if you have multiple teams, at that point you can't base it. It's like, oh, the people that made this are making this, but they're also making the sequel to that other thing they made. So clearly it's a different team. So you can't expect it to be the same quality in any way at all.
It's the same company.
Because it's a different set of people. Like, it's different developers. You can't expect Joe and Frank to be able to do the same thing.
Because
So
all of
Joe is
Respawn,
over there making Titanfall 1
So you're
and
telling
2.
me if I go to Dairy Queen and I get you to make me a burger, and then I get your buddy to make me a burger, I'm not going to get the same burger.
So, oh yeah, because
Your company expects you to make the food the same way.
I'm sure their video games work the same way. They're like, well, you have to make Titanfall. You have to make literally Titanfall with the exact same Titanfall. If it's not Titanfall, you lose because it has to be Titanfall. If you go to a fucking McDonald's and you ask for a burger, they follow instructions to make it. You don't follow instructions to make a video game.
You make a video game. That's
Yeah.
it.
It's art. You can't go to my buddy, the other artist, and be like, hey, draw me a picture and expect it to be the same picture just because we're friends.
So
Like, just because we live in the same house.
hopefully they keep the same polish that they did with Titanfall for both Titanfall 2 and the Star Wars game that they're making. At least that's what we hope.
So what I have written down for that is it's in the universe with a different style of gameplay that takes place in a different timeline we have yet to explore.
Isn't
in
it like a
any EA
third-person
game.
action game is what they're doing?
Third-person action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking? And looking at the trailer that I saw,
Yeah.
I'm thinking it might be another type of Force Unleashed game.
I don't think they'll do Jedi. They might do Jedi, like a Jedi character in it, but you won't be playing a Jedi. You'll be a guy.
He was a Sith, wasn't he? He started out as a Sith.
He was a Sith. Yeah. He wasn't a Sith because he was an apprentice.
Alright. So essentially, if there's a studio owned by EA, you can expect that they're going to make a Star Wars game.
Yeah. If you're a video game company and you get the Star Wars license, that is Christmas Day. Like, oh, I can just make anything. Shit, Star Wars Battlefront, and it'll sell.
Yeah.
We get to just design an engine for 3
Now-
years.
And not work on anything.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
They didn't really show. They showed
show much.
a
They showed a
quick
little bit of some
images
guy
and-
running.
Yeah.
It looked alright. You know, I'm not really a big Mass Effect guy.
Oh, I
played
all three.
2.
The first one I played, but it was weird because I played the first one after I played the second and third, and it was rough. It was just
Then
playing
you've got
back is not fun.
your expected FIFA 17, Madden NFL 17, NHL 17.
huh?
But what I was curious, FIFA 17 seems to have a story mode.
Yeah, it does, but so did NBA 2K16. It had the
But
Live
that
in the Dream.
Okay, whatever.
It had it's essentially the same thing, but made by different people.
Yeah. And they're doing an esports thing similar to what Call of Duty does, but with their sports games.
That's whenever EA starts talking about their sports titles, I just tune out because they're not going to do anything absolutely incredible with their new title. They might have a cool engine, but they're not going to change the way sports games work or anything like that. But so that didn't. Every single time this sports titles come up, I either turn it off or I just do something else.
Yeah. That's what I've written down for the Bethesda. Or
So
for
that
the
was EA. EA kind of bullshit.
Titanfall was okay.
Titanfall was the only thing, and it didn't really show that much. And it's just like, I think my excitement mainly for it was because I loved the first Titanfall.
Yeah.
Like, it's not because they released a badass trailer. It's because I loved Titanfall.
All right, now moving on to the next press
I
conference.
don't know what I'm doing in this game.
You're shooting people, I
You're
think.
creating your base.
I've played an RTS.
Okay, well then do that.
But
with
like
Halo.
it's a 4-player RTS and there's teams.
Yeah, I'm
and I
confused.
don't exactly know how the leveling system.
You're winning.
works.
You're at 5,000. They're at 4,850.
I'm doing good.
I'm
By
4840.
a lot.
I'm doing work.
We're losing domination point A. Go get it.
All right.
It's up. Go up.
Next press
this?
conference was
Bethesda,
Ooh,
which EA was pretty bad.
Bethesda fucking blew.
Okay,
shit.
good.
It
You agree.
blew chunks
It was
everywhere.
terrible.
I hated it.
What were they doing?
Which
They
one?
were literally jerking themselves off the entire time,
Bethesda?
saying, "We're amazing. You should love our company," and did nothing.
Yep.
They're like, "Remember that thing we did last year? That was pretty cool. What about the thing that we might do? That's pretty cool."
All right, so what we have here, we have Quake Champions, another hero shooter similar to
Just a cinematic trailer. I've had this conversation with Eli. I don't like the first thing of a game to be a cinematic trailer.
Well, what if they show like a cinematic trailer and then boom, gameplay? Here we go.
That's it. That's what Halo did. Halo 4 did that. They had a cinematic trailer and it was like, "Oh, look at this," and then you're in gameplay. You're like, "Yes, we get to see gameplay." That's what I need. You can't just have a cinematic trailer, because then all that really does for me is just say, "We're making this."
Yeah.
That's all I need. Like, you don't need to have a cinematic trailer. It doesn't do anything for me.
I never played any of the other Quakes.
No.
I know it started the whole first-person thing.
Well, because we were console bitches as youngins.
Yep. And
So-
we probably weren't even born when that game came out.
Although like Quake 1, yeah. But
Now we got Prey, not the canceled Prey 2 everybody was hoping to get put in. I don't know if it's a reboot. I don't know if it's something new, but it looked fucking weird.
I think it is something new. I didn't play the Prey games, but it kind of looked like a horror type game.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looked like it reminded me a bit of Fear, because there was shit happening and you had a gun, but you were supposed to feel like helpless in those games even if you had a gun. That's what it kind of seems like they're going for a little bit, because it was just like the weird Venom symbiote coming after
Yeah,
you.
it looked like Venom.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of that.
And then we got Elder Scrolls. So no new Elder Scrolls 6 footage, but it was confirmed in an interview by Todd Howard that it is in production.
Yeah.
So to hold fans over, we're getting a Skyrim remaster on the new consoles. I'm assuming
Skyrim Special Edition? Is that what it's
Special
called?
Edition, yes, not Skyrim remaster. Skyrim
No,
Special
Skyrim
Edition.
Special Edition.
So I'm assuming with all the DLC and then everything you can find in like a remastered version of the game.
Yeah, updated graphics, all the DLC put back into it, all that kind of stuff, and mod support as well.
Mod support as well, which I'm excited about because I like the mods on.
You can get Macho Man Randy Savage as the dragon again. Oh yeah,
There was Macho Man Randy Savage as a
Deathclaw.
Deathclaw.
Yeah, I saw that. What is with him in Bethesda
I
games?
don't
They
know.
just okay. Whatever. That's his legacy now. Only kids know him. Nobody knows who Macho Man Randy Savage is.
I've never heard of this.
He's a wrestler.
Oh, okay.
But nobody knows who he is. They know him as like the guy does the dragon. What is the initial dragon you fight in Skyrim? Or you didn't fight him?
Partharax?
Something like that. I don't know.
Parthenax?
Parthenax, yeah.
Wait, no, isn't that the one that you go and hang out with?
I don't know,
Isn't
but I
that
had to
your
kill
friend?
him at the end of the game.
Oh.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Oh,
you have a
no,
choice,
then
huh?
that's him.
I don't know. I guess I killed him by accident.
Okay.
So Elder Scrolls Legends was also announced. It's a card game, much like Hearthstone. Who gives a fuck?
Yes.
Really?
it was dumb. But
Hearthstone's great, though.
It's gonna have a story mode.
the worst part is the next part that Riley has is the Fallout shit.
Shut the fuck up.
It was terrible. It was like, look, we added elevators.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That feels like another parody thing.
Yeah. So we've got Fallout Shelter. We'll start with
Weapon
this.
racks.
Fallout Shelter, which is one of the most popular. What was that?
Oh, you looked off. That's why I was so confused. I get it. It did say weapon racks, but you looked down like you were reading something. And you're like, weapon racks. I was like, what are you reading? But
Oh, God, they have defenses. They have defenses.
All right. So Fallout Shelter, one of the most popular mobile games of last year, is getting a nice upgrade, allowing for more
I
exploration.
would have loved it if
So
my
you
game
can-
didn't just break.
Yeah, my game broke too. So
I think
I lost. Bethesda, you listen to me. You owe me $15
because you bought the packs.
because I bought lunch boxes and my game crashed and I reset my vault and I lost it all.
So
Give
you
me
when
15
you,
fucking
it would
dollars.
do a thing where it wouldn't turn back on. You'd click the app and it would show the opening screen, then shut off.
Yep.
And it just you couldn't get your save back. There wasn't like log into Facebook like which most mobile games do, anything like that. So if you lost it, if it didn't turn on, you just had to delete the app and reinstall it,
Yep.
and your game was gone. So I got like 150 villagers or whatever, and I didn't get that. It was dwellers, that's what it is, and it was getting boring at that point because it only essentially goes up to 100. Like you can get 200, but 100 is like where like the last thing you unlock is when you get 100 dwellers. So it's essentially bullshit.
So this is my big warlord guy, and I can't get him to move out of this corner. I can't get him to move. He's stuck.
It's a beta.
He's
It's a
giving
beta.
up. He's just like, I
See
love
that?
this view.
You see that top right watermark, the Halo 2 Wars 2 beta? Beta.
So it's getting a new upgrade. You're going to allow for exploration, so you can take your characters, leave a vault, go visit Super Duper Mar, go visit other places.
Okay, but still, they had an EA press conference about an app, an iPhone app.
Yeah, I know. Okay. And now, but it's not just an iPhone app anymore. It's getting a PC port.
Yeah, I saw that. Even though you could like get you could get like an emulator for it on PC.
Yeah.
But
So now Fallout 4 DLC, you get 2 workshop add-ons. What do you fucking do? I don't build shit in that game anyways. You get your contraptions with elevators. You can build your own vault, which may be interesting. I don't know if the vault you create would be canon to the lore of Fallout. Probably not. And then you get Nuka World, which is like a Disney World of the Wasteland.
That's a DLC expansion, right?
Yes, like a story mode, kind of like Far Harbor.
Yeah.
And would Automatron technically count? No, I don't know. They add new worlds.
My guys are all dead.
And then also
Make
something
more.
cool. Fallout 4 is coming to the.
This is your chance, Eli. Enemy player is disconnected. Chase them.
It is coming to the HTC Vive.
Where am
next
I?
year.
Where am
Oh,
I?
yeah.
So you'll be able to play Fallout in VR.
They announced HTC Vive for Fallout 4 and for Doom.
Doom?
Yeah.
Oh yes, Doom also. got
Doom
one.
also got, so that will be coming later, which
This-
doesn't help us because that we don't have
Yes,
VR,
but
and
if
it's
we
also
get
pretty
Project
pricey.
Scorpio could happen. Dishonored 2 got some gameplay. Looks pretty cool.
Okay, that's okay. I have to talk about this. Dishonored 2 literally had 15 minutes where they didn't do anything with Dishonored. They were like, okay, bring out the developers of Dishonored 2 and show the trailer. And it was just a trailer of the world, but it was literally a panning shot of a wall. And they were like, that wall has a story behind it. And I'm not joking.
Yeah,
They're
they
like,
did.
every brick, all the little chips off the brick
because you
has a
can see-
story.
you can see the lines of where past floods have been in the years before.
That is absolute bullshit. I don't care about that.
Sounds about right. No, that's great. That's so cool.
No.
Don't you want
It adds to the lore,
You
Brandon.
want lore.
You want lore, but you don't have an E3 trailer where you're supposed to show the big guns, and you come up with that shit.
So, 2 players you can play as at the beginning of the game. You choose, something happens. You have to choose between either Emily or Corvo. Emily doesn't have any supernatural powers until some outsider gives it to her. You can also choose to tell that outsider to go fuck off.
Yeah.
You can play the entire game without your supernatural powers.
That's pretty cool.
So it's pretty much you can.
It's like it's probably an
do what
achievement.
you want. Yeah, probably. Just like in the first one, there was an achievement for not killing a single person.
Yeah. People like killed themselves over that because that was insanely hard.
All right, and that was the Bethesda conference. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I have covered everything from there.
That's all the notes you got.
That's all the notes I had written down because you wanted to I want to start this right away. I'm not
Okay.
notes, Brandon.
Oh, I thought you had a lot of time to write. Okay, so then that was the day 0 or whatever.
-1.
Day 0. I think they actually qualified it as day 0, which I think was bullshit. That was a boring ass 2 conferences.
What is going? Oh, here are my men.
Wow.
I found my army.
They're just sitting there, Commander. Are we supposed to? We're just. Are we standing guard?
Okay,
But-
got all my guys and we're going to point C.
Okay,
Point
so
C is
Alright,
mine.
moving on to day
1.
1. We've got the Xbox Microsoft press conference.
Yeah, it was like at 9 a.m. or whatever. It was
9:30.
9:30, bright and early.
It's 9:30 Pacific time.
Yeah,
which
is where it was in Los Angeles.
Is
so
my
we've
hero
got
still fucking around?
I love it. I'm not.
it's right there.
I'm not paying attention to anything you're doing because we're talking. It's great, Eli. You are
so-
producing
Oh
balls.
my god, look at us go!
We've got some cool hardware things
Yeah,
coming up for Xbox.
Xbox was a lot of hardware,
Yeah.
which kind of like
and hardware function.
it doesn't seem like it's an E3 type thing, but it was cool hardware, so it made up for it.
Yeah. So we've got the Xbox One S, which is the slim version, like the iPhone.
40% smaller, I hear.
40% smaller. It's going to be 4K capable. Your Kinect will not work right off the bat if you buy it. And it won't have the regular Kinect port in the back. You will have to get an adapter for your Kinect port.
I didn't know that.
to plug it into a USB.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So you'll be paying I don't know how much for the adapter.
My Kinect's already broken, so fuck it.
Come on.
You've
But-
also got for
Come
hard,
on!
But also a good thing for that is the pricing is $299 for it,
yeah, $299
which is really good because the
US dollars. So it'll be like 300 here or 400 here.
will it actually go up that much?
Wow, a whole $1 up.
Probably not, but you know.
I don't think it will go up that much. It might be 50 extra, maybe. But what are the initial Xbox? Was it $499?
$499.
So it's the new Xbox. This would be better and faster and everything better. Is $200 less than what it started as.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Which one is this?
This new
slim
is
version.
$299.
But no.
No.
And
Well,
then-
and also the Xbox, the original Xbox is also because it had so many price
not
drops.
a really big thing
Yeah.
that's happening.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, no. what's it
Yeah.
called?
we don't-
Another
we don't know
hardware.
about that.
Is the new controllers.
The Elite wireless.
The Elite wireless controllers. They got like rubber on the back.
Oh, the gripping, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've also got your customizable controllers that you can build on the Microsoft website,
Yeah.
which is cool because then you don't have to go through like a separate company. that
Controller
charges
shop
them.
or whatever.
Game Freak. What is it? Controller Freak?
Wasn't it
is
Controller
one of them.
Shop?
Controller Shop. There's
Yeah.
a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Then you've got a tease kind of
Probably the
announcement.
coolest thing I'd say, like
Probably
the most
coolest
interesting.
thing at the Microsoft conference was Project Scorpio,
Yeah.
which
has
is
a lot of stats. It's like
6 teraflops.
they said 6 teraflops, I think 3 times, and nobody understood that. Like I guess
I don't know what that means.
exactly. They said 6 teraflops of whatever, and we're like, what the fuck does that mean? But they kept saying it.
It was like 320 gigabytes of memory.
Yeah. So
They
it's
said-
essentially a super console. There is
Yeah.
they're
looks
they're
cool.
saying it's coming out in 2017.
Holiday 2017.
So we don't know much about it. It was just a little tease that they just talked about it essentially.
And there's going to be like VR support for it. 4K obviously, and
Yeah.
then everything for the Xbox is going to be compatible on it. So your controllers, your Kinect, your
I love those, Eli. You
Whatever
are
is gonna
crushing
be-
them.
I'm
available.
You
You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
No idea.
Oh, what is this?
So that it doesn't have a price for it yet. Who knows?
I think you can only
Could
have
be
3.
upwards of $600.
No, I'm researching something else. So it's being
Now Gears of War 4, you got Horde mode, you got
they-
co-op campaign.
More Gears of War,
More
essentially,
Gears of War.
is what you're
I
going
fucking
for.
love Gears of War. Okay.
However, the best thing, which they are probably going to do more of, is the Windows 10 and Xbox One compatibility.
Yes. So now with Microsoft, they're doing this whole thing where you buy it once, you play it anywhere.
Yeah.
So you buy Gears of War.
They're doing
buy
it first
Halo
with Gears of
Wars.
War. They're doing it first with Gears
First
of War.
with Gears of War?
Yeah.
Okay, because Gears of War's coming out soon. And then you got Halo Wars. You got
Are
a
they
bunch
doing
of
it with
other
Halo
games.
Wars? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's a blister back?
I don't know. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. You're killing it.
So you buy it once on your Xbox or on the Microsoft Store on your PC,
Yeah.
on your Windows 10 PC, and you can play it on both.
And you can just you can download it onto your PC and play it.
I do believe you can also play with people.
And it's
on
cross-play and cross-buy. So you can buy it on one and you can play it on the other. And you can play, if you're on an Xbox and somebody only has a PC, you can play with them. Whoa!
Wow.
Victory! Eli, you are savant. Yeah, you are the Halo, the Halo Wars 2 savant
I'm
here.
pretty sure.
One
they
of the
left
things-
game.
You killed it! Points captured. Oh, he got 8. I thought he got 0.
Boss crusher crushed it.
Stay with him.
Yeah.
Wait, press B, go back to return to menu and start a new game. Ultimate edition. Just press A.
It's like
One
the
of the
normal
things-
edition, but red.
I am most excited about,
I thought I figured.
or
if
one
I
of the
pressed
things
A,
that
pre-order wine.
got me most excited for was Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, it looked interesting.
Pirate, MMO, RPG, who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I had some interesting thoughts about, like, what do you do with your booty that you find?
I don't know.
Like, maybe if you go offline.
It kind of. I'm not sure if they're trying to do it, but it seems like a No Man's Sky for Xbox.
Yeah.
But honestly, No Man's Sky looks more interesting.
Recore, we saw that last year. Got some more information.
We got
on
some
it.
gameplay of it and different a
Final
trailer.
Fantasy,
Final Fantasy.
whatever. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
15.
People are gonna chastise me in the comments for not liking Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I've never played one of the
I
video games.
I have played one.
I think I played a little bit of. I played a bit of Crystal Chronicles,
Didn't interest me.
which wasn't one of the actual like the gameplay's not a turn-based attack. I don't think in that.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Dead Rising 4, super hyped. about
Yes, that's awesome.
that. Fucking love Dead Rising. It's going back to Frank West.
Hey,
But
so-
it doesn't look like Frank West from Dead Rising 2 Case West, where it was Dead Rising 2 with Frank West.
Yeah. Was he
He's
a
like
fat
super,
fuck?
He was fat as fuck
Yeah.
because he was out. Now he's like super skinny and jacked. And it's coming out around Christmas time next year. No proper release date, just around Christmas.
Yeah.
You got Forza Horizon, Forza. Do you say Forza or Forza?
I
don't
did
put
it.
the T in it that isn't in it.
It's supposed
It's
to be
supposed to be Forza.
Forza.
I did pronounce it as Forza originally, but now I'm like trying to train myself to do Forza.
Forza Horizon.
Forza Horizon. So I'm trying to do it.
Forza.
So we got Forza Horizon 3 confirmed.
More Forza.
Cool racing games.
Yeah.
Halo Wars 2. We're playing it now. The beta's out now.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
So
Fucking yes, this next thing.
So this next thing, I don't know anything about this.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
You're an idiot.
Yes, no, this is my shit.
only
this
reason.
is
It's
so-
another fucking card
It's
game.
another card game, but it's Gwent. Anybody who plays The Witcher 3, you will get it. Gwent is so fun. Anytime anybody asks you, hey, or you see the option that says, hey, want to play Gwent? Every player in Witcher is like, fuck yes, time to throw down. You throw your backwards hat on and you go at it. Gwent is so fun in Witcher.
Is it
So
like
if they're coming out with a...
Yu-Gi-Oh! Witcher.
Yeah, essentially. So they're coming out with a full-fledged game for it, I guess. Maybe it'll be like an arcade game that's like $10 maybe. I don't know.
Standalone release for Xbox One and PC.
Yeah, okay. So that looks fucking awesome. I'm digging it.
It's another card game.
Yeah.
State of Decay
I
2.
wanted Oh, State of Decay 2!
First one was good.
State of Decay was so fucking fun. And it looks like they're adding co-op. Maybe.
That'd be fun.
That trailer looked like it was
'Cause
multiple
there was
people
three
playing.
and then there was other people in the back going, help me!
Yeah. So if they have multiplayer for State of Decay, that will be awesome. Because
It was supposed to have multiplayer in the first part.
the first one did. It seemed like they made half a game. Well, not half a game. Like 80% of the game. Because it kind of just
like it
stopped
pushed
at at the end. You end essentially in that game. You're just done. It's like, okay, I guess we were done. But the game was so fun. The gameplay was always fucking fun to play as, and like the survival, everything about it was good. If you guys haven't played State of Decay, you should. It's probably like $10.
Yep.
Well, actually, the on Xbox One it might be a little more expensive. But State of Decay 2, if it does, like if it looks like it has more money behind it, and they won't just like have a shitty ass team, just like.
I have no clue how much it is. Who cares?
So
Then we have. Oops, where did my notes go here? Minecraft had some stuff released. You got Minecraft Realms, which is pretty much a server for mobile games and Windows 10 PCs, coming to Xbox probably later next year. So you can host a server, have your friends play on it with you, and then
let's go through these ones. These ones aren't so cool, so let's just go through quickly.
Limbo people,
The
making a new game.
inside game or whatever,
What, I don't know.
and it was just a little quick teaser.
Limbo
I think.
devs inside. Okay, so it is called inside.
Yeah, and then the Division they were talking about a new update or DLC that was coming out. Nothing too fancy. And
Randomly generated missions though.
yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah.
Tekken 7, it's another fighting game.
I'm only Mortal Kombat. Don't like Tekken. Don't like Street Fighter.
Street Fighter's okay. I've never played a Tekken game though.
Nah. Okay. So then
You get whenever Killer Instinct gets Gears of War characters.
General Ram. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool. And then 3 new Xbox Live multiplayer features, which I think was cool. You get your clubs, so you can join people with your specific searching, like for whatever, looking for groups. So say you want to be like, hey, somebody help me get the VidMaster Challenge in Halo 3 on Xbox or on the Master Chief Collection. You can send that out to people, and then everybody in the world will look on that thing and be like, hey,
It's
I
like
need that achievement
forums
too.
essentially
Yeah,
for Xbox.
and then Arena, which is another esports like tournament-based fighting thing in different games.
And then so Microsoft seemed more hardware. It did have some games for sure.
Oh, also a bunch of indie games were announced. I don't have a list of all those, but one thing that I did see was The Culling, which I'm fucking excited about that game.
Wait, they were releasing it for Xbox?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you don't know, The Culling is a Hunger Games style
Yeah.
arena battle royale.
Where you have like you and a teammate are trying to survive against like 8 other teams and be the last ones alive in the little Hunger Game-esque area. Okay, and then after Microsoft ended their thing, then Ubisoft came in firing with.
But hold on, I want to start something off. With
Okay,
Ubisoft.
yep.
They better not fucking downgrade a single game this year.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Rainbow Six Siege. You look at a picture.
Yeah.
Boom. You look at a picture there. Totally different game. Watch Dogs. Everybody
very bad.
People were mad
But-
about that.
Rainbow Six Siege was worse.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't see.
If you look at a picture of people breaching on the roof on
Yeah.
Rainbow Six Siege in the
The
beta
initial
or the initial trailer,
yeah.
and you look at the gameplay now, wow.
Night and day. Okay.
And then you got what other games and every other game, Far Cry.
So they
Far
started.
Cry was great.
It was still
Oh my
downgraded.
god, good job, guys, on making Far Cry Primal.
Yeah.
Just by the way, I'm paying as little attention to your guys' conversation.
You hear buzzwords like
Yeah,
Far
I heard
Cry.
Far Cry? Fuck yeah, Far Cry.
So you've got Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, which was announced last year. They showed some more stuff,
Yeah.
which does look cool.
Yeah.
I'll probably buy it.
It looks a little bit like the gameplay was a bit boring. Like at moments, like it could have interesting things, but it just like didn't. It seemed like it was just like click and win, or just like press this button and you win. Like it doesn't seem like it's in any contest. Whether if you're a ghost, you're gonna win essentially.
Okay. Now we got Watch Dogs 2, which I'm pretty excited about. I enjoyed the first one.
Well, I loved the first Watch Dogs.
It wasn't a good game.
Everybody
but it wasn't a bad game.
I would say it was a good game. Everybody shit on that game. I loved Watch Dogs for what it was. And what it was is a fucking fun action hacking game. Sure. I'm going to get shit for that, but I love that game. Sure. So Watch Dogs 2 looks to be doing everything better. That's Titanfall 2, Watch Dogs 2, both what I'm looking for. That's what I get out of E3 this year is those two games.
So you got a new character. You got Marcus Holloway.
Marcus Holloway.
It looks to be much more interesting than Aiden Pierce.
Yeah. I agree with that. Aiden Pierce was a piece of shit. He did nothing.
Hacking's more in-depth. You get drones. You get RC cars.
Yeah.
Everything of the 2016 year.
You get 3D printed guns.
3D printed guns.
What?
Yeah, that's how you get your guns. 3D printed.
In which?
Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah, and you have to wait like 4 days.
You're like a fucking sweet hipster.
And perfect because you're set in San Francisco, the hipster capital of the world.
I think you made that up, man.
Isn't that where fucking what's it called?
Twitter?
Started?
Twitter?
No, Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Seattle. Stupid.
No, Seattle and San Francisco.
Oh, it's
merged for me.
Yeah, Seattle.
Yeah.
The first Starbucks is outside of the Pike Place Market.
Oh, right.
Steep. I didn't watch any of it. It's like
Steep,
a snowboarding
yeah, it was
game.
it was like a SSX style snowboarding game. Looked pretty interesting. It doesn't unless they can do a lot of stuff with that game, it doesn't look to be a $60 game.
Defy a massive open world of the Alps and Alaska on skis, wingsuit, snowboard, and paraglide.
It seems like an arcade game to me. Like a really polished arcade game. It doesn't like imagine an arcade game that you can get that just like has a big team behind it is what I picture it as. I can't picture $60 worth of game or in Canada $90 worth of game.
Everything about Canada.
Okay, fuck you too.
Canada fucking blows for our dollar right now.
South Park.
I'd suck dick to get some Canada dollars up.
Yeah, no, if I could raise it by 1 cent per dick I suck, I just keep sucking dick.
Whoa.
Okay,
It'd
that
be
one.
worth the money.
Moving on. We got South Park, The Fractured But Whole.
Yeah.
It is the second installment.
I didn't play that game. People loved it,
It was
so
good.
Why
I liked
did you
it.
willingly neglect to say that the proper way? The fractured butthole.
it's butthole.
But butthole.
Yeah.
I'd never noticed that.
You didn't?
Butthole.
You didn't?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Wow.
That
I
was
thought it-
the whole point.
No, the whole point of it is it's fractured, but
It's a whole.
I
it's
think
a butthole.
they came up with the joke first,
Yeah.
and then they're like,
Pretty
okay.
sure they based it on the joke. Right?
Yeah. Maybe they did it your way, but I'm pretty sure.
I mean, you know, South
Matt
Park's
Stone.
known for its.
Yeah.
Coming December 6th this year.
This year. That's cool.
Yeah, Stick of Truth is also free to those who pre-order. I don't care. I'm not
People
gonna
really
pre-order
liked it.
because I already have that game.
Yeah. Then For Honor stuff.
For Honor, it looks to be a chivalry type game.
It's like Dynasty Warriors and Chivalry. It looks like mixed
You get your-
because there was some big like huge scale combat where we'll just be slicing a bunch. So
You got
that,
your
I
what?
don't really care for that.
You got your Division updates again.
Yeah,
You got Just Dance 2017.
not really for us,
Which
but
is-
Just Dance
hold on.
kills it every single
Yeah.
year.
But it's the first. Just Dance 2017 is going to be the first game on. Sorry, not the first game on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, but Nintendo's NX.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Ah, really?
Yes. So it'll be the first game on the Nintendo NX.
Okay.
Whatever that is, whenever it comes out. Also, this seems to be pretty freaking awesome.
It's pretty interesting if you have friends who are fucking loaded.
Yeah. So if you got 15 friends and all 15 friends have a beast of a PC and all 15 friends have VR and you all like Star Trek,
You can all hop
you
in.
can all be the bridge crew of the Star Trek Enterprise. So, one person with the VR is the captain telling everybody what to do. One person with the VR is doing the radar, navigating the ship. One person's manning the defense systems. One person's managing the attack systems.
See,
And
this
all
is the
working
games.
together.
This is like what Rainbow Six is to me. It'd be fun if you had people who would play all the time. Rainbow Six is not that fun to me because...
Rainbow Six is super fun. Sequel to Grow Home called Grow Up.
Yeah. People will like that game.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Trials of the Blood Dragon out right now. It is Red Lynx's new platforming game.
Yeah. Red Lynx made Trials, right?
Yes, Red Lynx made Trials.
Yeah.
This is Trials of the Blood Dragon, so it's like retro-y, futuristic,
Yeah.
like Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Okay.
EA is giving away a free game every month this year. If you want to play Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, Ubisoft is giving it away for the month of June.
that game's shit, but okay.
Eagle Flight
What does
multiplayer
that- I
VR.
thought- wait, was
Oh,
that-
the Forgotten Sands is the shit one. Sorry, my
Which
bad.
one's the one? No, Sands of Time was the one
It was
with
good,
time
huh?
mechanics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Ubisoft's rating for the new Assassin's Creed movie is aiming for a PG-13 rating.
Oh, great.
Whatever.
No,
Love it.
good job, Assassin's
Why
Creed.
would you rate
Well-
a rated M game PG-13?
Yeah.
Because some PG-13s have been getting away with a lot of crazy
Well,
shit recently.
isn't Guardians PG-13?
What's
Guardians of the Galaxy?
It's a
I
kids
think,
movie.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
And there was something that was PG. I think it was the new X-Men was apparently like PG-13, but it was like fucking murder central and like
Yeah.
decapitating people and stuff. That's what I've heard, anyways. I might be.
Violence is totally loud. You show one tit. What? None of that shit.
I'm
All right.
all for tits.
So we have now moved on from Ubisoft,
Yeah.
sorry, to Sony's press conference. Video starts out as a child walking into a room talking to his father. In the shadows, the father emerges, and it's Kratos.
It's Viking Kratos.
Viking Kratos.
Literally Viking Kratos.
Because he doesn't look like Kratos to me. Because the
He
beard.
looks so much like Kratos. What are you talking about?
No, he
His
doesn't.
beard's a little longer.
No,
he doesn't
looks-
have his weird knives.
What are
Then
those?
where's the Kratos? Well, he does look like Kratos, but
He's
he
got
literally
Thor's
looks
hammer,
like
but an axe.
It looks like if Thor wanted to cosplay as Kratos, but he didn't want to shave for it.
Yeah. Okay. So God of War, interesting games. The child aspect, absolute bullshit.
Why?
You think it's good because
I
they're
think
setting
it's
up a
good.
new character.
I think Kratos is going to die this game, and then that kid is going to take over the next game
But
following
why
years
is
later.
that a good thing?
Eli says exactly how I want it. I want that kid to die immediately, so Kratos goes back to being
Just
Kratos.
murder everybody. Have him just be a motivation.
Where he's like, "Oh man, my
But
kid is
the way
dead.
they showed
I'll
that
kill
gameplay
everybody."
of him like bringing down the troll thing, and then the kid's pulling the arrow. They're not gonna do it. They're gonna pussy out and keep that kid. And nobody
The
likes
kid
that.
pulled the arrow, but the kid shot
I
Kratos.
think The Last of Us is the only game that's made like having some kid around tolerable.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, oh, I love this thing. Besides the fact that she was engaging in
Yeah.
the storyline, but
So you don't need the child there to make, because if you're a video game, your video game characters don't age. They don't need to recast or for movies don't recast or anything like that. It's like Bond. You don't they recast it, but they keep the same character.
it's still Bond.
It's still Bond.
Only with video game characters, your guy doesn't get old.
No.
And he doesn't want
He
more
does
money.
Yeah, so you can just have more Kratos stuff. I'm fine if you go with the Viking aspect. Totally cool. You go with Norse mythology instead of Greek. That makes sense because you need to change your gameplay a bit. You don't need a child to continue on the legacy of God of War.
Not in the slightest.
It's so that I think that child thing is bullshit.
Then we've got
This thing,
it is a
Winner.
working title. Spider-Man PS4.
Sony
Yes.
wins.
Yeah.
Sony wins.
They got Spider-Man.
The rest of the conference for them I think is all right, I guess. That makes it 100%. Spider-Man fucking
So
I love the Spider-Man games. I even play Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2. They are shit. I played them to completion. My achievements show it, except for one glitch achievement. I played through Amazing Spider-Man 2 twice to get that glitch achievement. Didn't give it to me. So I played that game twice for no reason. 100%. So that's how much I love the Spider-Man games, even if they're fucking bullshit.
the last good Spider-Man game I remember was Spider-Man 2 on GameCube.
Web of Shadows is pretty good.
Yeah. Well, this one seems to be pretty good. It's made by the people at Insomniac Games, and Insomniac made.
You can't say it seems to be pretty good. We don't know.
We don't. That's
We
yeah.
saw gameplay.
But they show a bunch of tiny
Watch Dogs.
clips.
That's all we have to say. You saw gameplay of Watch Dogs. God damn it, Eli! Quit winning so well.
I crushed.
Who did it?
I crushed.
What? I can't remember. Oh,
Look
they
at
made
me.
Ratchet and
They
Clank.
made
and
Ratchet and
I got
Clank,
the hang of it
Spyro, Resistance,
Oh.
and they also made
I think I see what happened.
Sunset Overdrive. Did they quit?
Did they?
Seeing your skills.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, sensor skills. Sorry.
So we got that game. The suit looks weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, the white.
Just go
Why
with
would the
that.
white spider? You don't need to. It's just like the Kratos thing. You don't need to change it.
Yeah.
It's just Spider-Man.
Then you've got Days Gone by Ben Studio.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't really, but it was like a
Looking at
zombie-ish
that.
type
You want me to
game.
Round
just keep
3.
going. Just keep
I'm
going.
gonna go elites this time. Or
Zombie
not
type
elites.
game.
That's what I was
Looked
like.
kind of interesting.
Okay, we're gonna try and finish this up real quick. Okay.
Detroit Become Human. It is a
People who made Beyond Two Souls, and they made what is
so
it?
it was,
Beyond Two Souls,
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain.
Both did not seem interesting to me in
They
the
are
slightest.
fucking great games.
So I do not care about Detroit
I do. I'll
at all.
I'll play this game.
Okay, you do you, man. You do
Wait,
you.
this game-
What is it? It's like heavy.
Heavy Rain.
and
You're a cyborg.
it's like the hold right trigger, use
I
the
know
right
heavy
stick.
rain, but you
and
said it's like heavy rain and.
people who made Beyond Two
Until Dawn.
Souls.
Beyond Two Souls.
It is you are a cyborg who's
I'm
developed.
waiting for you to say Blade Runner, and then I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, you're developing an intelligence or something like that. You're an
I'll read the description.
So
here.
it's Blade Runner.
Inspired by our short called Kara back in 2012, Detroit is a neo-noir thriller set in the near future of Detroit. Androids who look exactly like human beings have replaced humans in most tasks. They are workers, babysitters, gardeners, nurses, teachers, clerks, etc. The story of Detroit starts with an unexplained incident that begins to affect the androids. Some disappear without any explanation. Others have unexpected behaviors and strangely show signs of emotions. The rumors of deviant androids start spreading, but no one seems to know what's really happening.
That sounds awesome. This sounds like Blade Runner.
However, have you played Heavy Rain?
No, but I've seen it. It
All the
seems kinda
choices you
No,
Cool.
bullshit.
It's an interactive story.
Bullshit.
It is an interactive story. Eli has it exactly right.
Yeah.
It's an interactive story that's bullshit.
No, it's not. It's
Why is it
fucking
bullshit?
interesting.
It's an interactive story that is streamlined. The only reason Telltale games are interesting is because you can change the outcome.
But
You do.
no,
Did you
no,
not
no,
see the
no,
outcome?
no.
You
of
had
these
one where
games.
you and the guy
in
fell
Heavy
off.
Rain doesn't have the same ending no matter what you do. You can change it.
No, it does. No, it's the same stuff.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Yes,
Did you
have
not see the
options.
trailer for this?
You
At the
do
end,
have options.
You had one ending where you
no.
fell off.
Okay,
You had
I'll
an
tell
ending
you.
where
I'll tell you.
all three of you
I'll
fell
tell
off.
you for okay. So there is a scene in Beyond Two Souls where a guy asks, you're walking in a bar, and a guy asks you, "Hey, come play pool." You say no. No, you say yes. You play pool. You say no. He's like, "Fuck you." Play pool, and you play pool. It's streamlined. You are getting through an experience that has the illusion of options. There's no real options.
This one seems to change that.
No, it's by the same people.
Did you not see it?
Commenters, you agree with me, right?
No,
Yes.
you don't. This game fucking. I was falling asleep when I was watching it.
Oh, I didn't watch
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Really? It
Yeah.
looked interesting the first trailer.
No, it didn't.
Ah. shit.
Bound. It's a PSVR game.
Yeah, a lot of VR. They did a lot of VR this time around,
Gravity
which makes
Rush
sense.
2, didn't hear about the first one. You got another Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
Riggs Mechanized Combat League.
More VR.
Or Hero Shooter, whatever. Last Guardian.
Bullshit! I do not give a shit about this. This
If
is
this
the
had
worst.
come out 8 years ago, I would have been like, "Good job, Team Ico. This game
No,
looks pretty."
even if it came out 8 years ago, I would have given no shits.
Oh, that's because your opinion doesn't matter on this. I was going to say earlier, out of
The
nowhere,
Last Guardian-
I really want to play Shadow of the Colossus. I saw a little bit of gameplay
Okay.
of it when I was
Yeah.
younger. Want to play that game so much. With this game, I would have enjoyed it.
I know.
But they fucking took 20 years.
It did
They're
take
like-
20 years,
They're
and-
like, fucking, hey, this game looks like a pretty decent game. It's not even like one of those games that you could understand why it's taken 5 million years. They've showed the same gameplay over and over. Have they worked on the same level for 8 fucking years? Because that's what it seems like. Every time you see them climbing up the same fucking stone statues.
Exactly, because what was the same game? Shadow of the Colossus was interesting because of the gameplay. The gameplay in this looks so boring. Who would play this?
Wow.
This is absolute bullshit. Last Guardian, absolute. That's why I thought last year's E3 was absolute dog shit for PlayStation. Everybody loved PlayStation's last year because it had Last Guardian, absolute shit.
You could say that about the last 4 years. It had Last Guardian, and people loved it.
But I'm going to continue.
Okay, well, now it's confirmed for October 25th of this year.
Yeah.
I think that was the first year. It said something like November of this year, and they're like, okay, we're going to push it back 3 years.
So last year they had that. They had Shenmue 3. Don't give a shit about Shenmue 3. They had Final Fantasy 7. Don't give a shit. They had every single game I do not give a shit about in one press conference.
What's Shenmue? Is it that game that's
Funhouse played.
Yeah.
It was totally.
And everybody's like, Shenmue!
All right, now we've got a new horror spooky game. Starts you off, you're in a spooky kitchen area.
You don't need this. We just need to get through this. This has been going on too long.
Whatever. Spooky kitchen area, you don't know what game it is. Some jump scare happens, and the title comes up. It is a new Resident Evil game.
Resident Evil
Biohazard. What is confusing me is what is it going to be called in Europe? Because in Europe, Resident Evil is called Biohazard.
Yeah.
So is it going to be called Biohazard?
It'll probably just be Biohazard full stop.
Biohazard Resident Evil.
It'll probably be Biohazard Resident Evil.
Why isn't it called Resident Evil in Europe?
I think it was called Resident Evil. I mean, it was called Biohazard originally, and then we changed it.
Why?
Cause I don't know, because it became the worst title for a video game. Resident Evil? It's a shit ass name.
That's what I'm telling you.
No, it isn't. You start off the game with
Assassin's Creed Revelations is a good name for a video game.
You know how many video games have Revelations?
Exactly. It's fucking. I don't care. Half the video games, movies, and books in the world could be called Revelations.
Yes.
Because the characters discovered something. That doesn't mean you should call them all Revelations.
Okay.
Think of a unique title.
What a rappy.
Okay, so
So much.
Okay,
Japanese shit.
we have one thing to pick. Favorite thing of E3, Riley. What's your favorite?
Me? Mm-hmm. Dead Rising 4 or...
Nope, you have one thing. No wars.
Favorite? Scorpio.
Project Scorpio is pretty interesting. Eli, favorite?
Spider-Man.
I don't want to go.
Legend of Zelda, which we didn't talk about.
Oh shit, Legend of Zelda. They put out gameplay.
Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
Looks fucking.
Is it wild or wind?
Wild.
Oh. This looks so pretty.
It's got robots.
Far Cry Legend of Zelda. That's what it is. It's Far Cry Legend of Zelda.
Open world Legend of Zelda. Got robots similar to the big robot in The Incredibles.
I was gonna say Spider-Man for my choice too, but you said that, so I'm going to go with Titanfall 2. Keep it strong, Titanfall. Be good, hopefully. And then next question: who won E3? That's always a big contender.
Bethesda.
That's somebody who lost. Okay. So,
I'm gonna say
no, they took it.
Microsoft because they did more for the fans.
That's good.
I'd say Microsoft because they actually showed off their console, like their new consoles. PlayStation said, "Oh, we're not doing."
PlayStation Neo is like
they pushed those back. We just showed some random shit. Xbox showed actual games, and they showed two new console ideas and whatnot, and they seem to actually be making progress where other people aren't.
But since PlayStation didn't show anything for their Neo, and Xbox showed a little bit for their Project Scorpio. Mm-hmm. I bet you any money that the Neo is going to be like, okay, now we got to match this.
So I guess we're Microsoft fanboys because we all think Microsoft won A3.
Well, PlayStation did good for games.
However, I don't think so because all their games are not interesting to me.
Crash or
oh yes, that's one thing we didn't mention. Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3 getting remastered.
I've never played them. So
I played Bandicoot.
Amazingly fun.
I played Bandicoot 2, I think. I wasn't interested, but we all think they won. I think a second place would go to Ubisoft. No. They showed a lot of games that were interesting, like For Honor and like the like Watch Dogs and Wildlands. They had some interesting stuff.
Now, one thing I wanted to mention at the end of the so that game Days Gone during the PS4 Sony press conference. It was announced in the middle of the press conference, but the gameplay wasn't shown until the end of the press conference.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, and I've heard rumors that it was supposed to be shown with it, like they announced it and then they showed the gameplay. But where the gameplay was now, at the very end, was supposed to be filled for Red Dead Redemption 2. However, due to the recent attacks in Detroit and
Orlando,
there's one in Detroit too.
There was in Detroit. I didn't hear about that.
I didn't
you
hear
think
about
that
it.
would affect Red Dead Redemption?
Yes,
Why?
because
Because
of this. What I'm going to say now is the trailer for it showed. I'm assuming whoever the main character is. I'm hoping John Marston, younger John Marston, in his
prime.
It showed him walking into a saloon and shooting everybody up.
That would do it.
Yeah,
that would definitely.
And
be
Rockstar.
But that's
Sony.
just rumor.
And
though.
Rockstar
But that
talked to
sounds
Sony apparently.
believable.
Rockstar apparently was talking to Sony like, yeah, we gotta show this like maybe a week later. Okay.
Oh, I forgot. I just
Or
realized
a
that.
while
I just
later.
realized Sony won. I forgot. Sony won Spider-Man. Sony's the winner of E3 for me.
But if that Spider-Man game's complete shit, then
If it's complete shit, then I'll go back.
You'll still platinum.
Yeah, I definitely thousand
You'll
that
go
game.
you'll go buy the PlayStation. You'll
And
platinum
platinum.
that game.
PlayStation VR coming out October 26th.
Yeah, that's-
I think. Is the
So I think
release date.
we've covered everything.
covered most of the importance and some of the non-importance.
Yeah, some bullshits. With
And
last
then,
Guardian.
of course, you'll get more gameplay and shit throughout the week. This is just all like the conferences stuff
Yeah.
has come up.
Okay, so I've been Brandon.
I've been Riley.
I've been Elijah.
And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.